Okay, what's happening, guys? Today we are looking at the new Lava Iris X1. Now, after a sudden surge of devices after the launch of the Moto E, this is the next product that has seemed to come out for a price of exactly 7,000 rupees or 6,999, which is the price of the Moto E. Now, of course, if you do a bit of searching around, you can get a good deal on this device. But as far as the box price is concerned, it's 7,999. And the market recommended price is 6,999. So inside the box you'll see a couple of things. First of all, the phone. Now a couple of Lava Iris phones have started to look like iPhones. So if you look at this design, it's very iPhone-like, bezels on the side, front and back stitched together. So very identical to an iPhone in terms of looks. If you go further in, you get the standard set of things. So you get a charger, you get the battery, which is over here. Then you have a USB to micro USB charging cable, and you have the earphones. You have a nice user manual, color printed. You also get a flip case, which is interesting, and you also get something which is really unique, which is a really high quality anti-glare screen protector. Now, it's not very easy to find screen protectors for these devices. The fact that the company is including an anti-glare screen protector makes it really unique. So first I'm going to get rid of packaging from this. Now let's get rid of everything else and we'll take a look at the device. So this is the panel of the Lava Iris X1. And how do you snap on the cover? You remove the back panel over here, pop on the back panel, and you get a flip case. Ingenious idea, works really well, doesn't add a lot of bulk to the device, and adds a flip. What they've also done is nicely put a plus and minus print on the case itself, so it allows you to know where the volume rocker is. So that's nice. Overall, flips into a very nice and thin size. Not a lot of bulk. Again, you have a cutout for the speaker, cutout for the camera, and LED flash, and a cutout for the secondary microphone. Now here's a couple of things about the device that you should know. First of all, it comes with Android KitKat out of the box. The battery is an 1800 milliamp hour battery. And on the inside of this device, which is a under 7,000 rupee device, is a quad-core processor, which is quite interesting. So you have a quad-core processor, you have 1 gigabyte of RAM, and you have 4 gigabyte of ROM, and you have expandability via micro SD card. As you can see, it's over here. So you get a mini SIM card slot and a full-size SIM card slot. The full-size SIM card slot will do 3G, whereas the mini SIM card slot will do 2G. And then you have a SD card slot, which is also quite interesting. Just pop in the battery and turn on this device and see what it looks like. So you'll appreciate the fact that you have a screen protector. It helps you protect your phone a little bit more. So if you don't want to use the flip case, be sure to use the screen protector at least. Now they've done a bunch of things. They've given you an 8 megapixel camera at the back, and they've given you dual LED flash. They've given you a 2 megapixel camera in the front, which is also nice, and you have a couple of sensors as well. So if you're comparing it to the likes of the Moto E, which has been a recent sensation, they've tried to give you more in terms of specifications for the same price. So you get a slightly extra amount of things on the inside. So I just quickly skipped through everything. I'm going to see how responsive this device actually is. It's a pretty decent display if you ask me. Let me zoom in so that you guys can see. It's a pretty decent and really nice and vivid display over here. It's a 4.5-inch FWVGA display. So you get a total of 218 pixels per inch, which is pretty decent for this price bracket, if you ask me. You also have a quad-core processor, like I said earlier, and you can see the text is fairly crisp, and the overall display is pretty decent. You do get some dimming on the sides of the display if you do tilt it. So it's not an IPS display or anything, and it doesn't have great viewing angles. You can also see quite a lot of difference between the touchscreen and the display itself. So that also makes a difference, and the overall feel that you get from a one glass device is not what you'll get from this. Now if I go into settings real quick, go into about phone, you'll be able to see that it's running Android KitKat out of the box. So what Lava is also proud of is the fact that this device has active noise cancellation. So you'll see a bunch of microphone pinholes. There's one microphone here, there's one microphone here, and I believe there is another one. So there are about 3 microphones on this device, which make it quite capable of active noise cancellation. You can see you have a nice speaker grill at the back, your 13 megapixel camera, your 8 megapixel camera with autofocus at the back. Now this is a backside illumination camera, so it is BSI 2. You also have autofocus in this and 8 megapixels. So for the price, it's quite a good set of specifications. Now if I go into the camera real quick, just to test out what the camera is actually capable of, it seems like it can actually focus pretty decently. And I just want to see the quality of the image it just pulled out. It's a pretty decent picture if you ask, and that too indoors without a lot of light. You can probably shoot video as well. I don't know what size, but let me see if it can show me in settings. So video quality is a maximum of 480p in size, which is something that you'll have to live with. You can quickly type your message. And of course you get continuous input thanks to Android KitKat. And then you can choose what SIM card you want to send it with. So for preloaded apps, aka bloatware, there is none. So companies are really taking a cue from Motorola over here. You have a backup application, which is Lava's own, and then you have an FM radio, which is fantastic. And that's it. You have a torch, which can come in handy. That's it. So you don't have a lot, or in fact, you have zero junk on this. There is a WhatsApp loader, but 90% people anyway download WhatsApp. And then you have Office Suite. What I'm going to try and do is try and get rid of Office Suite. So if I go into apps, and if I go into all apps, I'm going to see if I can get rid of Office Suite real quick. This is Office Suite. If I can uninstall it, well, I can't. It doesn't give me that option. It doesn't give me an option to, I can disable the built-in app, but that's about it. I can't remove it. So it comes preloaded and I can't get rid of it if I want to, which is annoying because I could get rid of it on the Moto E. To be quite honest, it's not a bad looker of a phone. It's a pretty decent looking device. Just to give you a quick example of what it looks like, I feel it kind of looks like this, but the iPhone looks smaller in front of the Lava Iris X1. That's because you have a fat set of bezels over here, and of course you have a larger screen. This is a 4.5-inch device, but you can see the looks are almost identical on the device. Or that's the design format that they've taken forward. This is a quick look at the new Lava Iris X1, a decent phone which is going to be a Moto E competitor according to the company. Just to give you a quick comparison of the devices, you can see in terms of the display they're more or less identical, but of course the Moto E misses out on the flash at the back, so the camera doesn't have a flash. You also don't have dual the kind of noise cancellation that Lava claims to have. But you do have noise cancellation. You do have an active noise cancellation microphone on top of the Moto E as well. The Moto E is heavier for sure, and it also seems a lot better in terms of build quality. The plastic over here seems a little cheap or seems a little flimsy. It's definitely a good improvement over previous generations, but I don't know if this paint will stay or come off. Whereas on the Moto E, it seems really nice and premium. The feel of the phone is definitely better. But this is running a quad-core chipset, whereas this is running a dual-core Qualcomm Snapdragon 200. So the difference lies in that there is a MediaTek chipset over here, there's a Qualcomm chipset over here, and then this is a Motorola device, and this is a Lava device. Both of them available for approximately the same price. We'll be doing an in-depth comparison real soon, so stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, queries, do drop them in the comment section below, and we'll see you guys in the next one.